which is this event here. So I called up and I said to my wife, I got the time wrong again. I blew it. And I'm sure I missed a great meal too, but I want to, yes, amen. I want to congratulate you on 250 years of serving God and serving your community. What an absolutely astounding contribution. I learned so much of it, but think about that. We go by businesses all the time that'll have a sign up that say, in business since 1968, or 100 years, as if that were a record. 250 years is absolutely amazing. And it's amazing to think back 250 years ago what the founders of this church must have gone through. And I've been reading up a little bit, the charter signed by John Hancock, Booker T. Washington, an early leader of the Negro community, as it was called back then, speaking here in the sanctuary on so many different occasions. But think of what they must have gone through, not only with the discrimination or the, let's say, lack of thrill, but the physical stuff. Back in those days, in 1765, almost everybody was a farmer and had to work all day long from dusk to dawn in very hard work. But they set time aside to come and build your first meeting house in 1765. They must have had an extraordinary devotion to God, to their faith, and to their community in order to be able to do that. I wonder what they would think of us today, where so few people attend church, so few people have any time at all for their community. But we salute them 250 years later. And I salute all of you for the great contribution you've made to our community over the 250 years. When I walked in tonight, I felt at home, Pastor Ray. And I felt at home for so many reasons, for all that you and I have talked and all you've done for the community. I felt at home. You're going to be surprised to hear this, because I attended Vacation Bible School here when I was a kid. Some people might ask, what was a Catholic boy doing coming here? And my mother said, you know, the Bible never did anyone any harm, son. So I want you to go and learn it and read it, and that's what I did. And every once in a while I still pick it up today. Not as often as I should, Pastor. But congratulations, it's a great honor to be here. Congratulations on your great accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And, you're always welcome here. I've enjoyed bumping into the mayor and having conversations in our local gym. So that's where I end up talking to our mayor. We are praying for the city of Haverhill. We love our city and the surrounding towns. Praying for you in particular, Mr. Mayor, and all of those who are in official positions in our city. We wish the best for our city. We're here to help our city. We love our city. Well, so much work, as I said, has gone into the preparations for tonight, not only the meal, but everything that's come together. And that's really been done as the work of an anniversary team. And I want to bring up Mary Lou Poirier, who's the head of the anniversary team. And Mary Lou has done, the whole team has done so much, but I just want to state about Mary Lou, has done such an incredible job with overseeing this whole project. There's no way it would have come to fruition the way it has without Mary Lou. So Mary Lou, could you come up? There you are. We have something for you, Mary Lou.
Are you getting a cutting board too?
You don't get the cutting board, you get the flower arrangement, so there you go. That's right. Now, you want to say a few words? Sure. I can do that.
Well, thank you so much. Those are very kind words. And it was the effort of an entire team. And at this time, I'd like to call up everyone on the 250th celebration team. Yes, you too, Darcy. She's shaking her head. Is Dennis here? Can you come up? Do we have everyone? Yeah. So I wanted to take a moment and give thanks. Actually, I'll hold it. Thank you, though. I wanted to take a moment and give thanks to those who gave generous contributions toward the meal and others who gave of their time and talent. For those who spent much of the last 2 days preparing the meal, for those who helped set up, and countless others, other ways people assisted this weekend. For our hosts and hostesses who came early to set tables, beautifully decorated tables that provided a lovely setting for our dinner celebration. We truly could not have done this without you. Thank you. I also want to thank the members of the 250th celebration team and Pastor Rick, who since March have worked closely together on a number of initiatives to make this celebration year special. First and foremost to Pastor Rick for giving us our focus and our original vision with which everything we focused our efforts through. We are so blessed to have you. Thank you. For Dennis DeGeneiro, for creating that wonderful, I should say crafting that wonderful meal to represent colonial America, no small task, and for his artwork that is part of a commemorative gift that you will receive later this evening. Thank you, Donna DeGeneiro, equally for all your work assisting Dennis on that dinner, beautifully done. For baking all those cupcakes for our kickoff celebration back in May, and for all the ladies who came out on Saturday to assemble them, for all her work on the dinner and the sign-up list, the seating arrangements, the costumes, countless other tasks. Donna quietly goes about working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure everything gets done. Thank you, Darcy, Randall, for your work to produce the slideshow that we're going to enjoy in a few moments. The research that went into this took hours. For your work on the trivia for our Sunday and for our Sunday Did You Know series that were posted each week in the bulletin and on our websites. For taking the lead on coordinating the game for the trivia night back in August. Thank you, Jeannie, as well, for coordinating the ice cream buffet at that event. And Ruthie for running the slides. The night was educational. It was great fun. If you missed it, we're going to have something similar again next year. We had great fun. But Darcy, for all the work you've done on the 250th Commemorative Church Directory that will be coming out in January. Each and every one of you will receive a free copy of that. And again, for countless other tasks, thank you for always being so eager to help wherever necessary. You are the backbone to any good organization, any good team. We're thankful to have you too. Brenda, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing with us each week the wealth of knowledge that you have about our rich history and in our Did You Know series. This was not only a great education about our historical significance of the church, but Brenda went on to parallel that significance for us today. It was wonderfully done, thank you. Thank you for setting up the table displays in the foyer. If some of you haven't seen this, you need to, if you entered through these doors, or maybe you didn't, if you haven't seen what Brenda did out in the foyer, take a moment before you leave tonight. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you for, let's see, I've done that, let's see. Brenda has also taken the task of bringing our church history up to date. She's going to be writing our 50 years of history. I think the last one that was done 50 years ago, so that brought us up to date for the last 200 years. Right. Copies of that work will be available in January, so it gives us something to look forward to. Jeannie Kanovich, thank you for overseeing all the events associated with the celebration, the 250th celebration. Make sure everyone is moving forward with regard to tasks and deadlines. As I said earlier, for the work you did to coordinate the ice cream buffet for the trivia night, and for taking the lead on coordinating our hostesses and hosts for the celebration dinner. You will receive a beautiful commemorative bookmark that she put together later this evening as well. Jeannie is so gifted in whatever she does and has wonderful ideas and wonderful ideas about how to make an event extra special. Thank you so much. Pam Perone and Darlene Hamstreet were tasked to providing the financial oversight for the 250th and the adherence to that budget. They have done that and much, much, much more, pitching in wherever needed on all fronts. Thank you both. I also want to take a moment to thank Kina Keena Foreman, are you in the group? Keena. Okay. Keena, I know I'm not alone when I say you are so appreciated and so pivotal to everything that goes on in this church. It has been a privilege to work with you. You respond to everyone's needs, all while answering the phone, the door, hundreds of times a day, with a smile, gracious attitude. You are the church's interface with the world, and we are blessed to have you. We truly, truly are. For Josh Williams, yeah, I think so. I'm almost done. For Josh Williams, who agreed to let us dress him up on short notice and parade him in front of the church as our town crier, you're a good guy, Charlie Brown, wherever you are. And last but not least, for my husband, David, for Phil Randall, who worked tirelessly on the back room to get this ready for tonight, and countless other tasks on my honey to-do list. We hope you enjoyed this time of fellowship with church family and friends with whom you share something quite special. Thank you for being a part of this milestone celebration.
Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much.